Hey guys, it's Milena, and this is kind of a different episode of Brain Dead with Milena Jane than my usual episodes, because I've usually only been talking about just random crap of TV shows and stuff like American Horror Story, Stranger Things, Grey's Anatomy, but this one is going to be completely different. This one's going to be a 2023 music roundup type thing, and talking about some movies that I've discovered this year and some shows that I've binge watched this year, and just a little bit about my year. And yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about. This is just like a spur of the moment thing. So if it's all over the place, I am sorry, but this is how I am. So, click off if you don't want that. I'm going to also be making a YouTube video on this. Like my whole playlist, my top 5 artists this year, my top 5 albums, and that will be on my YouTube. But I'm just going to be talking about some of my favorite songs from this year. And my playlist that I've made is on my Milena Jane on Spotify. You just look me up and it'll be like a profile or something like that. So, go check that out. That's just what we're going to be talking about today. So strap in. This is going to be a long one because I have a crap load of music that I want to share with you guys. And yeah, let me know if you guys have heard any of these artists. And if you have, tell me your favorite songs by them. So yeah, let's just get started. One thing that I do want to mention is, yes, there is going to be a YouTube video on this, but this episode will include reasons why I picked these and the stories behind them, so this is just going to be an extended version of that. So keep listening, because now we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite movies that I've discovered this year. So, let's just get started. Other than the obvious Barbie and, stuff, the ones that just came out this year that were very popular, I'm not going to be including those because Barbie was great. I just watched that a few days ago again, but it did not make it on the list. Sorry. But yeah, Barbie's amazing. Before y'all judge me for not putting Barbie in, just saying that. But it was great, Billy. And Margot Robbie, those are 2 amazing, awesome actresses, and, well, one's an actress, one's a singer, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to be going from 5 to 1, so number 5 is This Is the End, which is Seth Rogen, Jay Baruch, I can never say that dude's name. It's basically like an apocalypse. It's got Michael Cera, it's got, well, it's crazy. Just go watch it. It gets a little, out there halfway through, but the first half is amazing, so give that a watch. And I remember seeing it at the video store, just thinking, like, what the hell is that? Like, why are they punching each other's faces? Like, are you kidding? But yeah, I watched that movie like 3 times this year, and I absolutely loved it. Because, it's just so bizarre, and, it's funny. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Because it's just all over the place, and that one's gonna be controversial. So I'm not going to speak anymore on that. But anyways, number 4 is Mr. Monk's Last Case. I love the show Monk so much. I love Tony Shalhoub. I love everything about the show. He plays such a great character. I love the character. Very aggravating. I'm glad he came back. But, okay. The Monk was, trigger warning. Very trigger warning. He was very suicidal, which I was not for, because, Monk is Monk, Like, if he were to kill himself, it would, be perfect, and I did not want to witness that. Like, whenever he was about to down the pills, it was in a straight line, okay? I don't want to have to see that. Monk is Monk. Monk is great. Do not die, okay? But I love the movie so much. I loved seeing him crazy. I love seeing all of them, actually. Old and gray and all, I love them. I'm glad they came back, so, yeah. Okay, number 3 is Last Night in Soho. Okay, come on. Okay, Edgar Wright has my heart. All of the movies that I've seen that he's done, amazing. Scott Pilgrim, for starters. That's my favorite movie of all time, so, sue me. Thank you. I watched the show, by the way. It was amazing, but we'll get to that later. Edgar Wright did, like, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, this, like, come on, that dude, okay, Matt Smith was in it. He's from Doctor Who, one of my favorite shows of all time, and, we got, oh my god, I just forgot her name, Oh no, it's like a 3 name. You know what I'm talking about? The main chick. She's from Split and The Witch and stuff. Oh no, I forget her name. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look this up now. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh my god, I'm so. Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy? Is that her name? Yeah, that's her name. Okay, cool. My brain worked. My brain was about to burst if I didn't remember that. Anyways, it was a great movie. It was so psychological. Such a great twist. Even though I kind of predicted the twist. I'm just saying. Her name, spoiler warning. Well, not really spoiler warning because you won't know what I'm talking about. Her name was on the mail. Hello. Put 2 and 2 together. Boom, it's her. It was great. I really loved it. It's been on my list for, ever. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. That took up, 20 minutes. So, number 2 is Slums of Beverly Hills. Okay. First of all, Natasha Lyonne. Okay. First off, that. We will get to her a little bit later with Poker Face, if you know. I love Natasha Lyonne. I have watched not all of her stuff, but I'm discovering more and more stuff as the years go on because I have completely adored her for 6 years now. Yeah, that's that. But Slums of Beverly Hills, it was just so out there in the best way possible. It was really entertaining and it really, I don't know. I really like movies that are based in the 60s, has that feel to them, but they're in the 90s. It's very hard to explain, but I love 90s movies that are set in different times, Girl Interrupted, Slums of Beverly Hills is just in the 60s, but it's 90s. It just feels so, I don't know, it feels good. It makes me feel at home. Literally 2 decades that I did not live in makes me feel at home. But yeah, and then another era, which is a weird theme of my taste in movies is late 2000s, Twilight, Scott Pilgrim, Jennifer's Body, and early 2000s grunge, 13 and, stuff like that. Some of my favorite movies are from the 90s, 2000s. I want to go back. I did not get to live that long in the 2000s. And I got robbed. Anyway, Slums of Beverly Hills was amazing. It was great. Move on. Okay, number 1. Okay, another movie that was in the early 2000s, late 90s. Oh my god, I almost just said Jennifer's Body. Oh my god. No, that's last year. I discovered that in 2018 or something. Ginger Snaps. Okay, Ginger Snaps was the original Jennifer's Body. I've heard a lot of people say that. I get it. Okay, it inspired Jennifer's Body, especially the hallway scene where Ginger was going down the hall and Jennifer was going down the hall, being oh, look at me, I'm changed. I'm a changed woman. They're both iconic movies. I love them equally. I can't pick between the two, really. They're just so different. But they're very different, But anyways, more about Ginger Snaps. Okay, the movie premise is pretty much this girl is growing up, okay? She's transitioning from childhood to womanhood, if you will. And then she gets bit by a werewolf. So it's kind of showing the change between childhood to womanhood. Being a monster, thinking of yourself as a monster, growing up, as a woman, whatever. I think it just sends, not a great message, but it represents it very well. But I really loved all of it. Plus, you got that horror feel and I really like movies that are made in Canada. They're just kind of underrated, but yeah, it's very hard to explain. Just go watch it. Go watch all these movies. And another honorable mention that I will mention is the Hunger Games movies I watched for the first time a couple months ago. I watched the first 4. Haven't seen Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes yet, so don't spoil anything. But I absolutely loved them. Come on. I'm surprised I haven't seen them before. Catching Fire is my favorite, so But yeah, those are my top 5 discovered movies of 2023. And next, we're going to be talking about TV shows that I've binge watched, which I've kind of already spoiled a couple, like Scott Pilgrim and Poker Face, but, whatever. Let's continue. Okay, now we're going to be talking about 8 shows that I've binge watched this year. These aren't all of them. These are just the ones that I kind of want people to know about and or watch. Or just, some of my favorites. These aren't going to be in any order, so it's not going to be like least favorite to favorite or favorite to least favorite. So, the first one we're going to be talking about is Fubar. Fubar is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It isn't bad, but it's not one of the favorites that I've watched this year. It is very funny. It's like a subtle funny. It's like a relationship with a father and daughter. So it's like, me and my dad were watching it, so, it was kind of funny then. But that's about it. I don't really have much to say about that one. Not that it was bad. Like, go watch it. It's on Netflix. But, I don't know what to say about it. Okay, next one is Loudermilk. Okay, Loudermilk is so good. This is one that I think I might have brought up last year in my 2022 roundup, but I want to bring it up again. It's just a really good show, and I really hope they bring it back soon because I love it. We still watch some of the episodes. It's really funny. It's on Prime if you have it. It's just really, really, really funny. Crude humor, but I love crude humor so much. I watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Literally one of my favorite shows ever. Same with South Park, and Loudermilk is up there. Just give it a few more seasons, and it will have Sunny and South Park status. Just, give it time. If they have another season, which I really hope they do really, really soon. Okay, next one is Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I had very low expectations considering it was a high school show, and then they jumped in the future. I didn't know how they were gonna do that. But all I'm gonna say is I need a season 3, now, please. Please. I really want to know what's gonna happen. It's on Showtime or Paramount Showtime. Yeah. If you want to go watch it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But it's really, really good. I was very surprised by that. But it's really good. Okay, let's continue. Okay, Bupkis. Okay, don't even get me started on Bupkis. Bupkis is so funny. Literally one of my favorite shows this year, hands down. Okay. Okay, it's starring Pete Davidson, which is already had me sold. But then you bring in Joe Pesci. Are you kidding? And, oh my god, I just forgot her name. Edie Falco. That's her name, I think? Oh, no, Eddie Falco. I don't know how to say her name, but I know it's Edie or Eddie Falco. I don't know her name fully, but you know who I'm talking about. Nurse Jackie, hello? Also Sopranos, but I didn't watch that. I didn't watch those. But it was a really, 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 really funny show considering, the premise. It was, basically Pete Davidson is playing Pete Davidson, so I didn't know how they were going to do that. And then you bring in a bunch of guest stars, Jon Stewart, Charlie Day, just a lot of people. A lot of people. And then there's this one line in it that's, oh no, crispy. And me and my dad say that, all the time. That's just, an uncontrollable tick, even though we don't have ticks. That would be our tick. Yeah. Every time I say that, I think of the South Park episode where Cartman pretends he has Tourette's, which is not cool, people. Do not get any ideas, but he makes it funny. Haha. Okay, let's continue. Number 4 is... I'm not doing number 4. What I mean is, the next one is Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is very out there. It is on Max. Oh, I didn't even say what Bupkis is on. Bupkis is on Peacock. Doom Patrol is on Max. Okay, so it is really good. It's the type of show that you wouldn't think that you would cry at it, but you do. Last episode especially. I wasn't expecting to cry at the ending, but it happened. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not one to cry, but I only cry at TV and dogs. That's it. That's all I cry about. Not real life stuff. Just TV, movies, and dogs. Okay. That's about it. So yeah, Doom Patrol, out there, but it's good. I'll give it that. It's on Max. Okay. I was waiting on this forever. Okay, as soon as they announced it, back in 2020 or 2021 or whatever, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It's on Netflix. Okay, so go get Netflix. But sadly, it is only going to be one season. I am so upset. Like, out of everything, I'm the most upset about that because that is my favorite movie and they brought it back for an anime. I'm not even a big fan of anime, but I watched it. And I enjoyed every minute of it. It was so great. Like, that was probably I wouldn't say my favorite thing I watched this year. It was great. Oh, I loved it. I want more. I just finished it like last week because I couldn't save them. I really wanted to save the episodes for like whenever I missed a new Scott Pilgrim, but I'm gonna rewatch them and I'm gonna be so happy. But so sad. Okay. Poker Face. Okay, Natasha Lyonne. Yes. Queen. I loved Poker Face so much. I didn't even know the premise and I was on board. All I had to do was see her face. But yeah. Yeah. I'm speechless now. Can't read my, no, you can't read my poker face. She's got me like nobody. Poker face, poker face, ma. Okay, if you know what that song's about, literally me. Okay. Now I got Poker Face in my head. I'm so sorry. Okay, Poker Face is amazing. Every episode was amazing. There wasn't one boring episode. It's on Peacock. Go watch it. It is amazing. Natasha Lyonne is awesome. One of the best people ever. Am I a fan? I think so. I'm more than a fan. Okay, no, not the point. Okay. But I'm a cheerleader? What? Anyways, let's continue. Okay, number 1 is Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. I watched all episodes this year. Binge watched the hell out of them. I loved them so much. I loved Saul. I loved Breaking Bad. Even my dog was like, but yeah, me and my dad watched those. Dad hadn't watched Breaking Bad since 2013. Maybe like a couple episodes here and there, but he hadn't seen those episodes since 2013, since the last episode aired. So he was refreshing on them. And my dad didn't watch beyond season 2 of Better Call Saul, so he had like 4 seasons that he had no idea what was going to happen. So obviously that one we went through faster because he needed to watch them, and I'm like, I gotta watch them now, so give me the remote and we'll watch it. I loved every minute of watching all of those. Like, those 2 are my favorite things that I watched this year. That and Scott Pilgrim Takes Off are like my unholy trinity of TV this year. But yeah, I really loved them. Both of those are available on Netflix, so go watch that. Yeah, I loved it. Oh, okay. Now we're going to be talking about some recently discovered artists that I have been listening to this year. There's only 6 brand new artists that I've listened to like almost all of their music. Yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to be including ones that I got into last year or like discovered last year, but really got into them this year, like Paramore and Lady Gaga and Lana. I'm not going to be including those 3 because we all know how much I love them. So yeah, let's continue. Country boy, I love you. If you know Vine, you know that. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about my recently discovered artists. Okay, this is going to be in no order at all, just like what I did with the TV shows. So, one that I have recently discovered this year was Cage the Elephant. It was very random, like it came up on my autoplay. And I heard Mess Around, and I think it was Cold, Cold, Cold. I think that was one. And then I'm like, I love this. I've only heard 2 albums, but my favorite out of the 2 are is Tell Me I'm Pretty, I think is what it's called. My favorite one right now is Trouble and Mess Around. Like, I love those 2 songs. I knew Trouble, but I didn't know it was Cage the Elephant. But I really love Cage the Elephant. I know it's kind of controversial to say that, but it's fine. I'm over it. It's music. Music's music. As long as you're not trying to spread any negative, like, gross, dumb crap in your music, you're fine. I'll just listen to the music. I don't care if you're a bad person, Depending on what kind of bad person you are. If you're just a jerk or whatever, then whatever. But anyways, okay, another artist that I've recently discovered was Tate McRae. I listened to Think Later, the album. I listened to, I didn't listen to her first album, I Think I Could Fly, or I used to think I could fly, whatever that one was called. I only listened to She's All I Want to Be and You Broke Me First from that one. But I listened to all of Think Later. I really did like it, but there's only like 4 songs that I really liked on that album. But I did listen to the full album like 2 or 3 times to have like an accurate judgment. I really loved, obviously Greedy's really good. I loved X's, and I loved Think Later. I did like Guilty Conscience and Grave. Actually, I liked 5, maybe 4. I don't know. I liked a few on that one, but I wasn't like disappointed, but it was better than a bunch of the stuff that I've heard this year. Yeah, just a little bit too mainstream for me, but whatever. Another one that I have recently discovered is M.A. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. M.A. She sang Irresponsible, Scatterbrain, 7-Eleven, Dear Emily. I really loved those songs. I really liked her album that came out, or EP that came out this year. I was really obsessed, but Irresponsible is my favorite. She's just so good, and I follow her, and go check her out. All these people are just so good. Go check her out. And Irresponsible is definitely my favorite. Like, it's just so, I love the instruments, and she's just so underrated. Like, go listen. Another one that I discovered that I literally heard for like, felt like a million hours. I loved her so much. I still love her, and I cannot wait for new music, is Snow Wife. You might know her as They Call Me an American Horror Show, but I love All Night, and one I can't say, but it's like the F word or whatever. Because they got a kid-friendly channel. That could just mean farts. I really liked the whole Queen Degenerate album, Elosa Figure Supermodel, her music video, her visuals, amazing. I listened to all of her songs on repeat for like a solid month and a half this year. Just so good. Just amazing. I would say this next artist, I don't want to say I love the most, but my favorite that I did discover this year is Alita. I really love Alita so much. They're just so amazing. If you don't know Alita, you might know her from K through 12, one of Melanie's friends in the movie. I forget her name in the movie. Oh no, I need a refresh. Oh no. But yeah, Alita is just so good. I loved their new album this year, Dystania. I don't know how to say it, but I really loved Mentally Not Here, Sleep Paralysis, Serial Killer. I can't say one of the weirdest titles I've ever heard in my life. It's amazing. I really love Trauma Bonding. I love all of them. I loved all the songs, really. The whole album is just amazing. Go listen to it. Down Under. I loved all of the songs on that one. I wanna see your inside. I wanna take you for a ride. I really love Sour Switchblade. That one's not on the album, but I really love that one. But Alita, amazing visuals, stunning voice, stunning outfits. Wow. The outfits, go check her out. I love her style. It's amazing. I'm super jealous of her hair. Because I cannot pull off any of the hairdos that she's ever done. And props to the band. Like, the 2 guys in the back, amazing. I really love It's a Joke. That's the one. Say black, don't look so sad, no, say no, in a movie. So underrated. Go check them out. And last but not least, I've recently discovered, actually really did recently discover this artist literally yesterday on the 18th. Well, I listened to Not My Fault, whenever it came out, but Renee Rapp, oh my god, what a bi icon. I just had to lay that out there. What a bi icon. I love her. Her music, I listen to every song she's put out and I love it. I'm trying to memorize Snow Angel, the whole album. I'm really trying. I'm literally listening to Poison and Snow Angel right now. Those are my two. And I Hate Boston. I love those three. Those are my three favorites from the album. I loved all of the songs on that album, and I really loved her other EP. I forget the name of it right now. Everybody something. I don't know. I forget. But I really love Renee Rapp, and she's definitely going to be... I'm very excited for Mean Girls. I never thought that I would say that, the Mean Girls remake. I would never betray the OG, but, Tina Fey is writing this one, and she did the musical, and Renee Rapp's in it, and the chick from Moana, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. And then, you got John Hamm as the teacher, and you got Tina Fey back, you got Tim Meadows back, you got, I think it's Busy Phillips, I think is her name. Sorry if I said the wrong person. And then you got Jenna Fisher, or Fishner? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My brain is just dead right now. But anyways, I'm so excited for Mean Girls the musical. If I'm being honest, I just listened to a couple songs from the Broadway cast recording today for the first time. Sorry. I betrayed a lot of the people that I said. Some of my friends that I've had over the years, we bonded over some Broadway stuff. And I just now heard Mean Girls. I loved it. I haven't heard all the songs yet. I've only heard a couple. But I really love World Burn or something. But Renee Rapp, amazing. Great. Definitely going to be paying attention to her the next month at least. So, yeah, those are all my recently discovered artists this year. And I'm just so happy that I have these great artists now in my catalog. But really, I think the three that I am going to take away with me is Renee Rapp, Alita, and Snow Wife, if I'm being honest. No offense to the other three. I love them so much, but I've just heard these three a lot more. But yeah, let me know if you love any of these artists. And let me know your favorite songs by any of these artists. I just love all of them so much. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about some songs from my 2023 picks playlist. I'm just going to be talking about the ones that have played a significant part of 2023 for me, and tell you why they mean so much, why they're crucial to my 2023 year, and, just why they're on here. I'm not going to be telling you all 50 of them. I'm just going to be saying some of the ones that are very crucial. So let's get started. These are not in any order, so, hello. I don't know if you can hear those sirens, but sirens just, yeah. Okay, so one definitely is You First by Paramore, because it was just so relatable, and I really needed it at that time because, you know how family can be. It kind of makes you feel somewhat trapped, and, there's a lyric in it where it's like, okay, turns out I'm living in a horror film where I'm both the killer and the final girl, so who are you? Just like a stray animal, I keep eating scraps, I give it my energy, and it keeps on coming back, just like a stray animal. It just kind of reminds me of, how life-sucking family can be, and you don't know who you are in situations. You have to, I don't know, hope for the best. And the bad people in your family, karma's gonna get you, Anyways, next one is Ballad of a Homeschool Girl by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, literally, I'm a homeschooled girl. And every time I'm around people, it's literally social suicide because I can't function around real people because I'm a loser. And yeah, fun. And a couple lyrics that really stood out was I broke a glass, tripped and fell, told secrets I shouldn't tell. I stumbled over all my words, I made it worse each day. That I'm alive. It's social suicide. It's social suicide. Wanna curl up and die. It's social suicide. Yeah, don't let me out at night. Just like the ones that just capture the awkwardness of being, so confined and not used to the real world and people your age, which I'm still not good at, by the way. And I've been homeschooled for almost 2 years now. Woof. But yeah, that really resonated with me. Yeah. And one that has no reason in particular that it's on the list. It just, I really wasn't expecting to really like Hole. But Jennifer's Body by Hole has definitely been one of my soundtracks of this year. Really has. I just really love it. It's just so interesting. And also I love the movie Jennifer's Body, so yeah. It's just so interesting. I really loved it. I wasn't really expecting to like Hole, but I really love the Live Through this album, and I just, I really love it. And okay, Step on Me by the Cardigans. Yes, a lot of music, a lot of my taste comes from either the autoplay on my streaming services or on TikTok, and this one happened to be on TikTok. But it's very relatable. It's just kind of like feeling stuck again. And having somebody kind of not just control your every move, but you have to follow. You just have to. You don't have a choice, really. And one a lyric, it's like the opening lyric that I just really love. Oh, I think you're standing on my left foot. It's hurting, but that's okay, 'cause I'm in your way. You'll break the foot that you're standing on. I'll walk with the other one. Just kind of resembles kind of like some relationships that you do have, or where you're just kind of like, it's okay, it's fine, step on me. I'll deal with it, and then I'll adjust to you. And another lyric is like, do what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to be, what you want to, go on and step on me. I could literally sing the whole thing, but I'm not going to, because it's literally one of my favorite songs of all time, and I discovered that this year, and I love it. And another one, okay, let's see, I Bet on Losing Dogs by Mitski. Oh, girl. Oh, this girl knows how to tear me apart. I just really love it. It's kind of like where you're rooting for something that is going to lose, and you keep siding with something that is going to lose, but you just believe in it so much. You feel bad, I don't know. It's just really hard to explain, but I just really wanted to bring up Mitski because Mitski is amazing. Okay, yeah. This next one is Leave Me for Dead by Gail. If you don't know Gail, then she's saying A, B, C, D, F, you, and your mom, and your sister, and your job, and your dad. A, B, C, D, F, you. But yeah, I really love that one because it kind of reminds me of a relationship that I've had where I don't want to get too into it because you know who you are. You're with somebody for so long, not even in a, like a relationship, like, hey, you're my boyfriend, hey, you're my girlfriend. I'm not talking about that, because, hell no. I don't like people. I'm too awkward, but that's not the point. But there was somebody in my life that was, like, in it for so long in my family. Well, family, I guess. Just blood. Where not necessarily left me for dead, but just left me there. Left me alone. Just to do whatever they're doing. Whatever. Just, left me. But I want to kind of highlight a couple lyrics in it. It's, I see the look that's in your eyes. I want to scream, I want to die. Your bad intentions held my attention. You didn't care enough to try it. You still cared enough to lie. My days were numbered, burned through a summer. This one? Really? If you're not gonna love me, the least that you can do is kill me. And then the, pre-chorus, chorus is, take a knife and put it through my chest. Won't feel a thing, there's nothing left. Go live your life, your goodbye. If you're gonna leave me for dead. Not to showcase my terrible vocals. I just really kind of wanted to shadow on, relationships that are stupid. Yeah. And another song that's kind of, I don't know. Well, it's Billy, so, obviously I'm going to incorporate this. Well, 2 Billy songs, What Was I Made For, but that's obvious. And then Never Felt So Alone, very relatable, and I love Labyrinth. Do I really need to explain? I'm going to anyway. I had this friend, which I'm going to also bring up a little bit later. So fun. There's just one lyric that really kind of not sums it up, but kind of shows a part of that. I thought you were my new best friend. Wish I knew better then. Who knew you were just out to get me? My whole world just fell apart. Because I relied heavily on that person, and it didn't go too well. I was hoping that it was more, but no. Whatever. Just the highlight of my year, got tainted. So fun. I love it. So fun. Okay, let's move on. Another one is let's see. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot to go through. Okay, Doomsday by Murray Gold, which is from Doctor Who. Doctor Who, one of my first shows that I ever watched and really fell in love with. Long story short, I was sitting in front of the TV. Nothing was grabbing my focus. I kept crying when I was a baby. My dad tried to control me crying, but the only thing that could really get me to stop crying was Doctor Who. So that's really stuck with me, and Doomsday is just so depressing. Awesome. So I had to incorporate that one. Plus the specials came out and David Tennant came back, and I could talk about that forever, but I'm not going to. But yeah. Although real quick, I just want to promote one of his movies that came out like 11 or 12 years ago called Nativity 2 Danger in the Manger. It's a Christmas movie, so go watch that. Go watch that. It's free on Tubi, so go watch it, please. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's so fun. I'm going to make my dad watch that tonight. He's not a huge fan. He finds it entertaining. I have fun with it. I have too much fun with it. Like, I'm freaking almost 17, and, like, I still have too much fun with this kids movie. Come on. Okay. Now, the last song that I do want to kind of mention is a Taylor Swift song. I got small beef with her, but I found a way to get past it, but I'm not going to be a diehard Swiftie. It is Ivy. This kind of goes back to freaking Never Felt So Alone. This person that I was talking to for a minute from my old school, I'm not going to name names. I'm just not going to, because it literally broke my heart, and I didn't know how I could move past that, but I'm still not over it, and I like to hold stuff because it's unhealthy. Yeah, but this was one of her favorite songs, and it just kind of, it was the name of her cat, so damn. I don't want to talk about that anymore, but I do love the song. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm just gonna find a way to close this out, but I'm gonna cry real quick. Goodbye. Okay, I had my mini breakdown a little bit, but I'm not over it, but I just want to say goodbye and tell you guys to have a very, very happy Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. Sorry, not everybody celebrates Christmas. Hell, I'm not even gonna celebrate Christmas this year, because what's the point? I just don't have the Christmas spirit. I barely even had the Halloween spirit, and that's my freaking favorite holiday. So, in the words of Megan Thee, But anyways, have a very happy holidays, and have a very, very happy new year, and go check out my YouTube video. That'll be the last one I'll be posting for a while, just because, it's an annual thing I gotta do every year. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys want some more podcasts, because this didn't really take much to do, I could start doing some podcasts. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a happy holidays and a very happy new year, and I will see you guys within the new year, hopefully with some new content when I'm emotionally stable. It's gonna be a while. Okay. Bye!